Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another Minecraft Java video. Today we're going to take a look at the top 5 best useful fabric mods for Minecraft Java Edition version 1.18.1. These top 5 useful fabric mods are really worth checking out on version 1.18.1, and in my opinion, these top 5 best fabric useful mods can actually really improve your gameplay, and for those of you who are using Fabric as your favorite mod loader, they really will add some usefulness inside your game. For those of you who don't know, Fabric is a mod loader similar to Forge. It allows us to install mods for our Minecraft Java game. I am on the latest release of Minecraft. As you guys can see in the top left corner there of my screen, I am on version 1.18.1. So let's go ahead and take a look at my top 5 best and useful Fabric mods on Minecraft Java Edition version 1.18.1. Alright, so the first mod to check out is actually called Mod Menu, and Mod Menu creates a mods button on the game menu and the main menu. So when you start the game, you will see a mods button there, which you can click into and see all of your installed mods. You can also press escape while you are inside the game, and as you guys can see, I am in the game menu and there is a mods button here. If you guys have installed Fabric and Fabric API and you have other mods in your mods folder, you would have noticed that there is no mods button to actually see what mods are loaded into the game. You can also go ahead and configure mod menu by scrolling down and clicking into mod menu and then clicking on the configure button here, and then we can change loads of different options here. We can actually change the mods button itself. So as you guys can see at the moment, it says mods button below realms. I can actually click into that and I can actually make an icon. So let me go ahead and have a look at how that looks. So as you guys can see, it's actually made it into an icon. So instead of showing mods, it's made it into a more hidden type of icon. So if you guys don't like seeing the mods button there, you can change it into an icon. We can also go ahead and change it further. So let me go ahead and click into that and choose the adjacent option there. And if I click on done, we can see that mods is actually created over here as opposed to a total new button which was underneath there. So if we go back into the mod menu options here, we can also change to show the mod count on the button itself. So as you guys can see, it says mod count title corner. I can actually go ahead and change that to both, which will basically show how many mods I have got installed on the button itself. We can actually go ahead and change all of these 3 other options where it says counted into not counted, and that will show the true count of your mods and some of its dependencies. Let's go back and have a look. So as you guys can see, it says mods here and it is showing 11, and when I click into it, it's also showing over here showing 11 mods. I can also choose to click on this filter icon and I can actually go ahead and display some additional mod dependencies on here as well by clicking on the shown button here, which will actually show even more mods and their dependencies in this list. In my opinion, Mod Menu is a really important and useful mod for having if you guys are using the Fabric-based mod loader and you guys are using loads of different Fabric mods. Then I would highly recommend you guys go ahead and download Mod Menu as well. The next mod to check out is called Clickable Advancement Mod, and as you guys can see from the description here, it says lets you click on advancements in the chat. So let's go ahead and go inside our game. Let's go ahead and get an advancement. I'm just quickly going to give myself some diamond-based armor here. As you guys can see, I have got a advancement message there that says cover me in diamonds. If I press T on my keyboard, I'll go into the chat menu side and I can now actually click onto this link here, which will actually open up the advancements menu here, and it will actually show me the advancements path and the advancements which I just got, and it will actually flash it on there as well. So it's a really useful mod to have if you guys do want to see where the advancement is on the advancement screen, for example, and you can also go ahead and click into it and never actually lose track of all of your different advancements which you are getting. The next mod to check out is actually called Client Tweaks, and this really adds some really neat and useful tweaks into our Minecraft client. Let me show you guys a quick example. I'm going to go into my options screen here, and from within my options screen, I can actually now change the master volume and the music volume from here itself. I don't actually have to go into music and sounds to do that. I can just do it from this side of the options menu, and it's all thanks to the Client Tweaks mod, which I just mentioned. We can actually click on Client Tweaks via the mod menu menu section and click on the configure button here. And now we've got two different options. We can go into customization and we can actually go into tweaks. And as you guys can see, we do have different options here that are really useful to actually be able to select yes or no for some of these options. If you guys have ever played Minecraft in single player or multiplayer, you would have noticed that some of these options would be really useful to have. For example, one of the options is hide shield unless holding a weapon. Let's go ahead and actually test that out. I'm going to give myself a shield and have a look at how that actually looks. So let me go ahead and do that now. So as you guys can see, the shield is not actually showing. If I right click, it is actually showing the shield. When I remove my finger from my right mouse button, it will get rid of the shield. And that's really useful if you guys are actually moving around with a shield in your hand, but you don't actually want it to show all the time, but you do want it to show when you are holding a weapon. This is a really useful tweak to have in your Minecraft game. Let's go ahead and give ourselves a weapon as well. As you guys can see, the shield is now showing. If I switch away from holding this weapon, the shield will now disappear. I can still go ahead and bring the shield up, but it will not show. So if you guys do have a shield in your hand and you do have something like a pickaxe and you are mining, you can still see the pickaxe, but the shield will not show unless you do press the right mouse button like so. So this is a really useful mod to have. It does have some other tweaks as well. As you guys can see, we can go ahead and enable or disable these tweaks. So I would highly recommend that you guys actually get the client tweaks mod for Fabric on version 1.18.1. The next mod to check out is actually called Blur, and I did talk about this earlier, and what this does is actually makes a nice blurred effect in our Minecraft game. So let me go back into the game itself, and now if I press E on my keyboard, you guys can see that everything around this section of the screen has been blurred out. And if I go back inside the game, it's back to normal, and now if I press E again, it has actually blurred everything around, which is a really nice and modern look to the game. It also works in the game menu as well. I can actually go inside the game menu, click on options, and everything around in the background is blurred as well. If you guys are looking to make your game feel more modern, more in line of the recent games, then I would highly recommend that you guys check out the Blur mod. It is called Blur for Fabric, and this is now available on version 1.18.1. The next mod I would recommend you guys get is actually called Dark Loading Screen. As the name does suggest, it actually changes the loading screen into a darker loading screen. Now, if we click on the configure options, you can actually go ahead and change a lot of the options here. So I can actually change the background color, I can change the bar color background, the bar border color, and the logo color as well. You do have to use some of the codes for the different colors. As you guys can see, if I click on preview, you can see that it has changed the Mojang logo color there. The main and useful aspect of this mod is not the actual color changes and the dark loading screen, and the reason I have included this mod in this list is because of the fade in and fade out duration. So as you guys can see, it actually adds a fade in and fade out, and by default that is how the Minecraft loading screen looks like. But we can actually go ahead and select 0 for these two options there, and take a look at the loading screen there. It actually speeds it up so much more. So if you guys do actually start up the game, it actually speeds up and loads the game so much quicker. If we have a look at that again, it actually makes it a much more quicker transition there. Let me go ahead and actually enable a resource pack so you guys can actually have a look. Just take a look at the loading screen now that we have enabled the fade in and fade out animation as 0. As you guys can see, that was a much quicker transition there, and there was no fade animation there to make it slower. Let me actually go ahead and disable that, and as you guys can see, it was really quick. Let me go ahead and revert the fade in and fade out back to their default options there, so you guys can actually have a look at how much of a delay we can see once the fade in and fade out is enabled. Let me go ahead and enable this resource pack and click on done, and now take a look at this. As you guys just noticed, it unnecessarily has that fade in and fade out effect, which adds a couple of seconds delay to our game. And in my opinion, it's not really required. Once we do change an option, we don't really need to sit there and watch the fade in and fade out happen. Let me go ahead and disable this resource pack so we can have another look. as you guys can see, it actually spends 1 second or possibly more on that fade out animation there. So in my opinion, the dark loading screen not only allows you to change the loading screen colors, but it also allows us to shorten the fade in and fade out duration to help speed up our game. If you guys do actually set this to 0, and then every time you do open up Minecraft, you will notice a substantial decrease in the loading time, because it won't actually have to display the fade in and fade out on that actual loading screen. So in my opinion, if you guys are looking to speed up your game, then the dark loading screen mod is definitely worth checking out on Minecraft Java Edition version 1.18.1. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, please do give us a like, and if you have any comments or queries about any of the mods that I've shown you guys today, please do leave them in the comment section below. And also please do let me know what you guys think about these mods, and do you recommend any other mods that you think we should check out, and let other users know of any other cool mods and useful fabric mods that we should check out on version 1.18.1. And also please do subscribe to this channel to help support it, help it grow, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.